Okay, are you guys ready for the third look? I'm sure you guys enjoy my second look. This is my third look. This time we're recording in 1440p. This is the Xbox One version, Xbox One S version as a matter of fact. Now, I've been reading some comments and there has been some people that, well, which I expected them to be butthurt for me simply giving my honest opinion and truth. I mentioned that Xbox One S version, it's lacking a little bit in textures, has lower textures, okay? And I said the reason that is because of DDR3 RAM, and PlayStation 4 Pro has GDDR5 RAM and 4 teraflops on top of that. Not to mention that PlayStation 4 Pro also it's using a higher resolution, outputting a higher resolution. I don't know if this is 1080p. It doesn't look to me like 1080p. It looks to me like 900p upscaled to 4K. And remember, me saying that, it's not concrete. It's not a fact. This is just me letting you know, giving you my opinion, what I think it might be. I don't have the equipment to give you the exact source resolution, okay? So this is the Xbox One version. Here, there's no rain. It's running in nice sunny HDR, and we're gonna pull this truck over. Tell them to get out. Get out. All right. We're gonna go inside here. They're gonna hop in right here. Come on, get in, guys. Get in. Get in, get in, get in. All right, let me park this truck right here. I just want to show you a little bit of HDR here. Now, this is the Xbox One S version, and what I'm going to do here is a little bit different. I'm going to get my camera a little bit closer because I want you guys to see what I'm seeing. All right, look at these jaggies. See those jagged edges? That's lower textures and no ND-aliasing on Xbox One S. It does have HDR, it looks good, but those jaggies are there because the textures are lower and the filterings are non-existent, okay? Because Xbox One S cannot handle it, man, okay? It's a weak system. I'm not saying it's a bad system, I'm just saying it's showing its age. That's why Scorpio's coming out. Now we're going to switch to PlayStation 4 Pro version in about 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. And look at the difference here, man. No jaggies, no nothing. High resolution, looks much better. HDR looks much better. Why does HDR look much better on PlayStation 4 Pro? Because of the GDDR5 RAM. 8 gigabytes of GDDR5 RAM plus 4 teraflops. That can help. Okay? Now, if you have a choice, which version should you go? Of course, you want to go with the PlayStation 4 Pro version because it's just, it looks better, man. You know, the textures are much higher on the PlayStation 4 Pro version. The resolution source, it's much higher. And when you have a higher source resolution with the higher textures, well, then HDR is going to look that much better on the TV, okay? And just look at this mud. Just look. Let's compare the mud. Okay, let's do this. Hold on. Hey guys, if you are, try to have me join the co-op, remember I cannot do the co-op right now because I'm recording this. Just so you know. Okay, let's keep it like this. Let's look at this mud, and then let me go ahead and let's switch back to Xbox One S version. Let's see how the mud looks on the Xbox One S version in about 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, this is the Xbox One S version, and I zoomed in a little bit closer to surface, and look at that mud. Just look how flat it is. Let me get my camera closer so you guys can look at the dirt, just how flat it is on the Xbox One S. Now remember guys, these things that I'm pointing out, I'm not trying to be a fanboy, obviously. If I have these two controllers, I'm not a fanboy. Okay? That should give you a clue. Now, remember, all I'm trying to do here is point out the facts. Okay, the facts are that Xbox One S can handle high resolution, can handle higher textures because of the DDR3 weak RAM, okay, and the weak GPU, man. It's just not enough, okay? Especially when you slap HDR onto it. Let me go and get this closer. Okay, just look how flat these textures are. They're flat. Look, there's the car, there's the shadow. Just look how flat that is. It's just flat. And look how jagged everything is here. Even that grass looks jagged. Look how jagged it looks. Look, everything's flat. There's no filtering on these textures. It's flat. Now in about 4 seconds, I'm going to switch to PlayStation 4 Pro and I'm going to get my camera closer to it and just look and see how much of a difference it makes. 1, 2, 3, 4. And look at the difference on PlayStation 4 Pro version. Everything's more detailed. The mud looks more detailed, doesn't look flat. Even the texture in her head, look, it looks detailed, doesn't look flat. Look, everything looks more detailed. And yes, the HDR is going to look better on a version that has high resolution, guys. Come on. If this, okay, I'm guessing, if this is outputting a source resolution of 1440p or 1800p upscaled to 4K with higher textures, then yes, HDR is going to look much better. The game's going to look much better, man. That's not to say that Xbox One S version HDR sucks. No, it doesn't suck. It's good. I'm going to show you some more videos in my 4th and 5th and 6th look, and you'll see just how great HDR look on there. Guys, I'm going to buy both versions so I can play on the Xbox with my friends and my members, and so I can play on the PlayStation with my members. I'll buy both versions. That doesn't make me a fanboy, okay? A fanboy would be a guy who would have only PlayStation, only Xbox. Alright, let's continue. Remember, this is PlayStation 4 Pro. Okay, now here I want to point out just the importance of HDR, like right here. Obviously, you guys cannot see this. This is PlayStation 4 version, Pro. You guys cannot see this, but the reason why HDR looks so great here, it's because of the environment. This is an open world game, and you know there's a weather cycle, there's a night and day cycle. So therefore, HDR is going to look fantastic on this game, just like it does look on open world racing game like Forza Horizon 3. It's the same deal. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to okay, look right here, for example. Let me get my camera closer. Look right here. Alright, that's HDR on PlayStation 4 Pro, and by God, I'm going to take a photo of this. Hold on. As God is my witness, I'm taking a photo. Share. And save that photo, beautiful photo. Save it. There you go. There you go. And I know you guys cannot see the HDR, but this looks phenomenally beautiful on my TV, on HDR here. Okay, this is my third look. There will be a fourth look. We're going to go more into depth into Xbox and PlayStation 4 Pro with more action-packed firefight, you know, levels. All right, so I'll see you on the fourth look.